Seis então. Hola, niño guapo. Tin, tin, tin. Buenas, Geatrum.
Geatrum says, Vamos a
No.
Geatrum says,
Muy
Vamos a
buenas, ¿está Chris? Ay.
Teracrix says, Yai.
Buenas, es Androfón.
Geatrum says, Vamos a Isandalphone says, Nas.
Engaging camouflage. Very short life expectancy.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn out every single root the Protectorate has left on Cloyth.
Is the pain of this wound making me hallucinate? Nobody is sure where you came from. You what? Why aren't you? That it froze every person fighting inside the complex. Order and the Protectorate both. To solid ice. They sacrificed every soldier they had to keep from losing that building. Wouldn't that... I suppose it speaks to how rarely I'd crunch these sorts of equations under stress. As my compatriots died beside me. That is... I am still in awe of your prowess.
Another new... I trust you'll pardon my brusque manner. Perhaps I don't have enough clean gauze and antibiotics to cover all of the frozen dead flesh that needs scraping off the still living muscles and bones. That is... Thank you for your help.
Your efficiency has improved my efficiency.
To retrieve key data in cold storage in its present state requires a series of manual overrides. The first will enable identification of the storage brick housing the information.
If you encounter opposition, remember, our needs come first.
All it took was some light instruction and their restorative cocktail to upgrade my imperfections.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Trouble ahead.
Who's the—
What in the Sovereign's name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw was an endless sea of...
better?
Get in here. Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just please don't hurt me. Please do leave me in peace.
This didn't happen naturally. These poor fools were flash frozen somehow.
Please do leave me in peace. There is nothing you could say that is interesting enough to interrupt my work.
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there! What did you just... What in the name of the... We've been trying to restore these systems for weeks to no avail, and yet... What did you do? You mean to say we've been running ourselves ragged here, while the whole... And it was in the Protectorate's possession? That's damnably... I mean, what does it do? How does it work? Please, tell me everything. Truly? Why, if that were to enact any additional functionality in our lab, it might just be the thing we need to... Oh, during the Order's assault, a Protectorate soldier ran to the control room and triggered the... I've been working on a procedure to reverse the effects. Sadly, it has proved For a moment, I believed your efforts to be my first sign of progress. I thought the machines whirring to life meant my efforts were successful. Unfortunately, perhaps. How much do you know about cellular biology and the inverse hydrophilic transitionary replacement theory? Well, I suppose, meaning, therefore, if I can remove those chemicals and replace them with an artificial cytoplasm, such as a heated alcohol, they will reanimate and return to normal. What do you think? Counter? Why, with a... Let's start... I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities. if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities. Guards! Guards! Remove this gadabout immediately!
Data brick identified. Proceed to the cartridge extractor controls. There, perform a manual override to allow extraction.
What? What just happened? I didn't do... Wait! You out there!
Sharpen up. Hostiles
In
nearby.
name? How did you get in here? Don't worry. I won't cause trouble. Just, what in the name of the matriarch? We've been trying to restore these systems. What did you do? You mean... And what does it do? How does it work? Please, truly? Why, if that were to enact... Wonderful! Oh, I'll monitor... I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Madre mía, alias pardísimos.
Commander, that was cold-blooded.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Sovereign, forgive me. All I saw.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
Trouble ahead.
All subjects prosper in the hands of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
What? And just how exactly are we supposed to get that thing moving again?
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign. This paradigm we serve supplies all we deserve.
Aggressor at hand.
Trust the plan, preserve set progress, sustain the system, serve the Sovereign. The console provides, the system abides. All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
Extraction initiated. Proceed to the rail operations platform to reposition brick for export. Note, Protectorate troops have become alerted. Apartments and sponges. Go through them if necessary.
Don't question, don't doubt. Let your betters think for you.
Hostile ahead. What's the play, Commander?
A perfect society demands perfect thoughts. Imperfection is impossible when the mind is a thing of symmetry.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Data brick now in position for export to the archive. Initialize the final transport command at the data gateway station nearby.
You are one step closer to flooding Arcadia with untold business opportunities.
What is that?
The first few days of laboring around our frozen fellows were difficult. It was, if I may cheekily say, cold, bleak, and biting.
Hope you're not afraid of
rather
heights.
quickly, I
Looks
found
like
myself
we've some jumping to
acclimating
do.
the situation and resumed what had been my normal banter with the now gelid auto-contriver Haas. Given her always frigid demeanor, her disposition is no frostier today than it was before the incident. And, refreshingly, I can now finish my anecdotes without interruption. Frankly, her Hyperborean slumber makes her a better companion now than she ever was thought. And I relish the thought of continuing our flourishing relationship in this new state.
I spy my next victim. I mean, a hostile combatant.
Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion rightly so. Trust the plan, serve set progress, sustain the system, serve the sovereign. Memoria, Arcadia, never to be outshone. Our colony, Arcadia, our home.
There, the storage brick is on its way.
The console provides, the system abides.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research.
Recharged and ready.
They won't see me. Shrouding up. Work on, dagger drawn.
Que no me sirve.
Big chase.
Sharpen up. Hostiles nearby.
State your intentions. Always watchful.
Enemy.
Back to it.
I wonder if there's some way for the machines you've accessed to help me in my research. Please excuse me while I explore the various possibilities.
It is fitting that we move underground to burn out every
still in
single
awe of your
root the
prowess,
Protectorate has
and we
left
will
on
make good use
Cloister.
of your gift. We'll be coordinating with the service shortly. May the plan guide you, and may all your equations...
Huh. These folk built a giant computer taking up a whole moon, but without destroying the climate or its fauna. Reckon Auntie could learn a thing or two. Brass raring to go!
Shadow melding?
Preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Welcome back,
Prudence
Cynthia.
dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Some quality craftsmanship.
The computational power housed in this place is nearly incomprehensible. If only I'd had access to it in my earlier life.
Might benefit from order engineering.
Gotta keep moving, Commander.
Should we move forward?
Junior Seer Amaryllis awaits you inside.
Felicitations on securing the archive. Moving in the meantime, restoring the archive to full functionality remains a top. Wonderful! Were we to operate the archive without proper heat distribution, the result punch processing and reactor control have hidden caches with useful items as well. Although, well, simply use this phrase in the terminal. Return.
Cold storage is operational, and your efforts there are satisfactorily complete. I am unsealing access to the archive's upper levels. There, you will need to revitalize the reactor and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Punch processing may require the services of an exterminator.
Someone good, but willing to work cheap. I have unlocked another display case in the central entranceway. The tremor cleaver.
Reactor or punch card processing? I'm not embarrassed to admit I have an interest in seeing more of the innards of this computronic behemoth.
If it isn't my new favorite operator.
Are they after us next? No need to fret. The lifts were locked down. You need special permissions to override them.
Hostile ahead. What's the plan?
Thank the Sovereign. Or Consul. Thank the Consul.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent
Severden says, "Hello, Geatrum."
Geatrum says, "Cypher 10, hello, Cypher 10." Says, "Aye, aye."
Wonderful. Geatrum says, "Cypher 10, hello, Cypher 10." Merabrod Nuelks says, "Aye, aye."
I spy my next victim. I mean a hostile combatant.
Swine. Gravelclaw's angry. This thing's got a mean streak. My aftermarket parts are prime.
Emergency first aid cache unsealed. Reactor reinforcement door sealed. Reactor reinforcement doors unsealed. Emergency ammunitions cache unsealed. Reactor turret defenses online. Reactor turret defenses offline. Reactor reinforcement door sealed. The archive reactor requires manual maintenance.
The Protectorate bunker mech is a formidable obstacle, made with the very best technology.
A creative workaround might be of considerable work. Namely, via the reactor's backup security systems.
Let's see. We could recalibrate the turrets or seal the reinforcement doors. Whatever keeps us alive is fine by me.
Now would also be a good time to resupply using those caches.
And we also got the fire suppression system at our disposal. No shortage of options here. Don't reckon this bunker mech will kindly invite us in for tea.
prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. They preserve set
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent air console.
Is a fellow sub feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Mental refreshments, you are our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. They
Prudence dictates. Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent prudence dictates.
feeling distracted? Daydreaming on the job? Refreshments, our enemies envy our prosperity. Disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our gray gone
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent
Aggressors in range.
Efficiency at all times. Resolute, courageous, steadfast, fervent, tenacious.
archive reactor has been returned to operational status. All that remains is to re-enable punch processing and disseminate the rift processing instructions.
Our enemies envy our prosperity, disdain our sense of community. They sneer at our engraved on the...
Remember, all subjects prosper under the guidance of
One data brick coming up. Dismember! They won't see me coming, Commander.
With punch card processing re-enabled, now you must disperse the rift processing instructions.
Long way down. Unless you feel like dying, I suggest we use the platforms to continue downward.
Great. Now we gotta dodge bugs and potential decapitation. Shrouding.
I sense the Rift program flowing through my subsystems. The information is quite stimulating. Requisite tasks complete. Return to the Archive Central Interface to initiate processing. I am analyzing the Rift data further. What an interesting predicament you sentients face. The Rifts are almost akin to an archival process, yet our mentos will get that.
Vaya.
Welcome back, Sentient. Now that you've returned, we can
bring every single last bit out of consumers, monopolizing all stages of the supply chain.
make the paradigm real, and fashion a true utopia. Workarounds failing, erroring others supplanting commands. Purge required.
Nothing inherently bad about having shifting priorities if you're human. But I suppose if this lump of wires is gonna work right, we need to choose one and stick with it.
My priorities parallel those of the Order co-founder, the charismatic mathematician. To help nudge humanity toward its ultimate ascendance. To hinder outsiders from disrupting our perfect system.
To bankrupt our rivals and force them to buy all manner of necessities from us.
At some point, humanity's knowledge of the universe and its workings will allow it sufficient means to end suffering, war, famine, disease, even death. Why not expedite that? Error, error. Priority control access nook unsealed. Initiate purge.
Doors are open. You should go see what this is all about.
Overt influence, mindless indulgence, thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes.
Foster dependence. Denounce independence. Promote the informer. Condemn the questioner. Benevolent oversight. The dream of belonging. The allure of security and plenty. Multitude diversiform, spongiform, waveforms, oscillate. Cantankerously. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. A perfect community. With every luxury save freedom. Foster dependence. Denounce interdependence. Promote the informer. Condemn the questioner. Unplanned variables increasing. Major correction imminent. Overt influence. Mindless indulgence. Thoroughgoing impermeability to ongoing vicissitudes. Stop and consider. What would your neighbors think? I suspect they'd be angry about you endangering your mutually assured means of success. Why? You don't want your rivals to win now, do you? Collective goodwill is just an invitation for others to come eat your lunch. Folks tend to get fighting mad when you jeopardize their livelihood. Vandalism, sabotage, wanton defacement. Halt this foolishness immediately, or run the risk of unspeakable ire. All I ever wanted was the best for us and the worst for everybody else. Is that really so bad? Hold on now. Remember, I am a full-service business collaborator. I do it all. Marketing and PR strategy, advert copy, and jingles. Nanofish, it's the manner which you'll consume fatty acid. Stop now, and I'll waive dozens of hidden maintenance fees. Think of all the bits we could make together. You drive a hard bargain. All right, 40-60 split of net profits. I'd offer more, but I have a moon to maintain. What do you say, partner? Be advised. Your present course of action is remarkably... I could process your data faster than the others. Think of humanity. Your oafish blundering will delay its ascendance. You are reducing the archive to a suboptimal state. Ah, much better. Priority recoupled. Knew you'd come around. Ah, much better. Knew you'd come around. Ah, much better.
Scarlet Desperation 9 says, bestviewsstream.com for movie speed.
Scarlet Desperation 9 says, bestviewersstream.com, remove the space.
Vale, que sí, que solo es una. Creo que podría estar.
Knew you'd come around. Ah.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Complete priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a possibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Waiting to commence data processing. Awaiting your input.
Restoring power. Commencing systems audit. Calculatory processing increased substantially. Competing priorities. Successfully expunged. You have earned my deepest gratitude and sincerest thanks. Or at least, a plausibly faint simulacrum of such emotions. Ready to commence Rift data processing. Awaiting your input.
Hope ENIAC is feeling more like itself now. We got some Rift data to process.
Shall I proceed? Facetious employment of sarcasm initiating processing in the interim. May I inquire to your intentions for the archive after the Rift data? I contend that solving of the universe, then, once we've unlocked knowledge of the inner workings of the universe, we can begin but my query remains. What are your next intentions? There are the previous Protectorate operator made similar calculations, but their results contain flaws. Your more comprehensive data generated a solution with 98.9% certainty. The Protectorate's was below 50%. Therefore, modifying the Protectorate's large-scale experimental Rift device with this information has a high chance of success. Assuming there is nothing else, I am commencing file reorderization and will be unavailable for an unspecified period of time. The remaining display case within the entryway is now unsealed.
Well, we came and we saw what we needed to. No point loitering if we got the data we're after. Should we head back to the ship?
Agreed. Don't know about you, but I periodically need some time to process. We should keep focused on the task
keep
at
moving,
hand,
Commander.
I think congratulations are in order. Unless I'm mistaken, I gather you've accomplished your primary goal. On behalf of the Order and Auntie's Choice, I thank you for your efforts. This will most certainly help in ensuring peace. Now, the Calcaduceus, if you please. Thank you for your contribution to science. When the history texts are written, you've certainly secured an honorable mention in Appendix B.
Ah, you are my new operator then. It is my simulated delight to meet. I contend that solving of the universal then, once we've unlocked knowledge.
Yes. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Whatever your honorarium,
I'll write my next dissertation in your honor.
Bet they'll name you Employee of the Fiscal Quarter.
You fixed the archive and turned it over? No tricks?
Raw material.
I'm not sure you get promoted or demoted.
Our enemies preserve said progress. Sustain the system.
Congratulations are in order. I just received word from Seer Amaryllis that the Calcaduceus... She also mentioned a regrettable defect in its priority set that you were able to correct. Your role in this matter is complete. Auntie and I will handle it from here. But allow me to commend you again on your fruitful efforts to make this peace treaty possible. There is more good news. We studied the data you brought back from the crashed satellite, and we now have a way to reorient the satellites en masse from a protectorate turning the entirety of the reticulum toward deep space will accelerate our understanding of the universe. The Order, in partnership with Auntie's Choice, is now well positioned to triumph over the regressive forces of ignorance that have heretofore held Arcadia in stasis. All thanks to you. Then it is fortunate that you are so well placed to do exactly that. Your contributions have been many and varied. When the final contest with the Protectorate takes place, wherever that may occur, you will have the full support of the Order and Auntie's Choice. I will, of course. Always a pleasure to... May you...
Commander, this unit requests your presence in the cockpit to... to discuss a priority matter. The termination of hostilities between the Order and Auntie's Choice has the official statement reads, "The Order continues to show its perfidy through this depraved union with Arcadia's invaders. Death to all traitors. Readying database. Which member of the incognito Agent Leitinger has this unit is
Got a lot on my mind, but I can make time.
The corporate stooges and the Order were good for only one thing. I'm disturbed by the implications of this alliance. But the Protectorate will yet prevail. Certainly. I consider...
Commander. Such as?
Yes, dear. Anything on you? May all...
Never thought I'd see the day the Order stoops so low as to pal around. I know your intentions were good, but do you really see these two staying cozy past war's end? Or magnify. But who knows? This merger's already saving lives, so oh yeah?
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has Horizon Point Station has reappeared. Providing intellectual validation to this unit's kit based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible. Calculating.
Vale, hay una última oportunidad a
Before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you that is transit Auntie's Choice and the Order have command brief.
Por si se hubiere desbugueado.
Have you viewed any series? Speak freely.
Nope.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift in order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel that the end.
Maybe he isn't beyond reason. Wishful thinking, I know.
Intimidation is it's
oh good.
Once there is.
We should keep moving, Commander.
No time for a chit-chat, dear. We have a rift to attend.
Soon the Consul will answer for his
Just waiting on your orders, Commander.
The rift.
Whenever you're ready.
This close? It's terrifying. I can't believe I ever convinced myself otherwise.
Focusing on mission-critical objectives.
We should do another.
We should keep I knew this was going to be bad.
Makes my skin
I just
crawl.
didn't realize
Might
to
even
what
be
degree.
literally at this point.
That's the Sovereign
We
ship,
just
all
need that
right.
rift modulator
The
in our
console must be
possession.
close.
Determine who introduced the flaw to our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it.
Gives you shivers, don't it?
The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate. It is who we are. It falls to you. The eyes, the ears, the brains.
What a shame. But reckon it's better he didn't live again to see this.
Once over.
Should be able to sort this out with the rift modulator.
Attention! This is your anti-calling. Per our agreement, Anti's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Never would have expected. Let's not walk into that plasma face first.
This is Augustine DeVries, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. I am sorry.
Unfriendly company.
Engaging camouflage. Melding with shadows activated.
Medics with pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Well done.
Exposure. Ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Fact-finding commences.
The Order thanks you for your tactful negotiations with Auntie's Choice. Supplies are available upon proceeding.
I never could have predicted that the rift would produce something so... Supplies and medical attention are available.
In all my
Why did
can talk!
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen.
Agent Pascal, calm yourself. You are not in your right mind.
Don't you talk to me like you know me. Wait. Commander? Is that you? My skin. It's burning. I feel dizzy. Not right at all. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Whoa, I had to kill them.
Then they weren't too dissimilar from the troopers we encountered outside. This is concerning.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
Not on purpose. Inadvertently, maybe? Depends on the commander's mood, to be honest.
You do seem like yourself, Commander. Everything was fine. Till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move.
That explains it. She was left alive, just long enough for the rift to take her.
Wait. There was something else. Sandoval was yelling. Don't tell me the situation got...
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew...
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true. Rift. That's right. We were here to investigate rifts.
The Protectorate are attempting to reconstitute the station to how it was moments before destruction. That includes you. But it's failing. I'm sorry.
So I've come back from death to some... what? Some warped version of life? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You could do something to fix this. Boyd. This is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything. That's good. You know, the sky ain't looking quite so terrifying now. Since I know you'll put it right, think I'll watch it for a while. Yeah?
Pascal? Helen?
Yeah. All right. I ain't turning down company if I'm... Goodbye then, Commander.
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
Law! These soldiers look even more hideous than our grafting experiments. You're law! These soldiers look even more hideous than our grafting experiments.
You with Auntie?
Hold clear.
We brought supplies.
You may approach, Commander.
Medical
We've got
attention
supplies
are
at the ready.
available to you, Commander. Please, proceed.
Are you in need of any... We are most grateful for your role in reconciling the order... Are you in need of... We are most grateful...
Initial observations conclude... Just as I predicted. Any treatments or... Very well. Initial observations conclude that this...
Step up and such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime. Remember us.
Initial observations conclude that the subject is suffering from multiple ailments.
Greetings. In what particular way are you afflicted? Step... I say usually because no catch. Well, it's all technical. Oh, tell me. Do you feel as terrible as you look?
Incoming Protectorate. Looks like they're heading to the skip lab. Wonder why. Those Dragoons may not be in the best shape after being pulled from the rift, but that makes them no less deadly.
Together, the skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate.
A normal rift. Normal as they can be, anyhow. Is that plasma in its orbit?
We better look around, see if we can find anything to help us out. We should keep focused on the task at hand, Commander.
Don't look at me. Numbers ain't in my purview.
Looks like they were trying to use this equation to figure out how to remove the plasma that's agitating that rift.
I'd like to say I get how you figured that out, but
We should keep focused on. Let's plug it into the terminal at the skip labs and see if it's right.
Misunderstood!
Sharp enough. Hostiles nearby.
They never questioned. Never doubted.
What do we have here? The Sovereign always did fancy himself a scientist.
Wow. And this fool had people hanging on his every word?
Wow, that was beautiful. Both the science and the rift.
Reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, rather like a planet in its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to create a chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
So, we need an equation to clear the plasma interaction with the rift. Science to the rescue. Hiding and
Let's find that rift modulator and finish this.
Worth a look-see, I guess. Initiating search.
I have to find my next victim. I mean, a hostile about.
No resistance. Interesting. Let's open the hangar while our luck still holds.
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
Reinforcements incoming. Fine. I was getting tired of doing everything around here.
Sí, ¿por qué no?
Hostile nearby. contractor. Join me. We have important business to discuss. Come, quickly now. Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later. Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you.
Greetings, subject. Please make a request. Displaying. Reminder, how might this unit bolster or request? As a member of the how might this note? Criminal element. Please note that by entering this restricted area, by speaking with this unit from a restricted area, you have earned by speaking with this unit from a restricted area, you have earned an additional demerit. Please report for punishment. Then speak to this unit again if you continue to live.
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert. This now. How can I assist again? But...
Skillfully done, Commander. And that fills my compliment quota for the day.
Yeah, you know, I'd really rather not deal with any of that. Can we try the elevator?
Melding.
Engage the camouflage.
Firing and seeking. down through a trick.
Oh, good. We made it. I was expecting a wall of swinging axes and maybe a punch to the face to top it all off.
Attention.
Just this once, maybe let's try and avoid confrontation.
If security's this tight, the modulator must be close by. I'm mighty curious about what these scientists were up to.
Swift disciplinary action.
Dígamelo. Vale, gracias.
Did you not hear? You'd best present a very convincing reason for your presence, lest I order our automechs to smear. Wait, since you seem. Of course, it's Montserrat is.
Authorized visitor aboard. Do not be alarmed.
This trooper deserves a proper burial, not this. Damn bastards.
Go about your business, or do not.
Now we have solid proof that this is all mucked up. Not that I expect the console to deliver the same thoughtful analysis.
Go about your business, or do not.
Warning. Conversation is not possible at this or any time. Unit has been functioning for 396.
I received word that you were here. What exactly was it that you need? Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs. And mine is to keep my rod.
So you're...
Yes, the going, which is distressing. Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good. Phew. Here, I hope you're able to sway a deck.
Unit has been functioning for 300.
That modulator is a bit too large for us to be...
Accessing report. Esteemed Council, every test of the modulator is only and all included extensive notes.
Unit has been functioning for 396.
We got the schematics, but it's that other information that is perplexing me. If rifts are caused by skip drives, what are they doing in deep space?
But we got no time to ponder it just yet. We got the modulator. All that's left is to deal with the console and shutter that rift for good.
Estaba sin un hijo. No. ¿Cómo no?
Ah, no.
Los nuevos ya los usan, ¿eh?
¿Y eso cuáles son? Eso.
Los que tenía yo ya. Ah.
Look at you, here before me. Surprised you could outrun these new legs of mine. They're what everyone's going to be wearing next fall. Well, I'm here now. Where's the rift modulator? No matter, dear. I see a data cartridge on you that wasn't there. Did you find anything else of note? Wait, what? But rifts are caused by skip drive travel. Human-piloted skip drive travel. How is that possible? Nothing would please me more. Just think, another form of intelligent life to sell goods to. A chance to create... Much as I'm intrigued by the significance of all you might be savvy enough to talk him down, but his type requires a deft touch. You'll need to break him down brick by brick. If you're too adversarial, he'll simply shut down. Certainly. The doubt you cultivate up front will make him more susceptible to what comes after. And in case you aren't quite as sharp as you appear, be ready to fight.
Ain't opposed to speaking with the man, but I reckon you're both in for a nasty surprise if you think he'll play by corporatist rules.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
Hope the console's ready, but just once we make it out of here, I'm gonna buy you the biggest tankard of zero-G you've ever seen. Ain't heartburn I'm feeling right now, is it? Ought to get back to our prep. Let's bring the fight to him.
Looks like the end of the line, Commander. I just wanted to say again, most people would have just put a bullet in my head if they'd seen me do the things you had. But you cared enough to listen to me. You did. Let's go. We should keep focused on the task at hand, Commander.
When this rift business is all over, I'm going to bill someone.
I'd say it's been an honor. Well, suppose we both know better by now.
Power makes people think they're invincible. The Sovereign found out the hard way that it does not.
Take a seat. This will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy. No need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see.
No toques las pantallas. Esta señorita de aquí.
Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
We should keep focused on the task at hand, Commander.
Just waiting on your orders, Commander.
Never would I ever have believed Auntie Cleo herself would walk through that door. But I haven't time to linger in the novelty.
No, porque esa máquina le hace lo del...
Do I appear like someone afraid of a few guns? Give it up, Emery. You've lost this war. Have some dignity. You're coming off desperate.
On the contrary, this desperate action is what will save all of Arcadia and rid it forever of trespassers like you. Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of... And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he... I don't doubt that. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precise... You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal. Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most... I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously tampered with our Vox relay on Paradise Island. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could... But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again. You think yourself clever, don't you? What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, for all your... Tell me.
You used the peace talks as a test run for this.
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, It would appear you've no idea what I intend. It's only a crime in using Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, when the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part. Intrepid, aren't you? Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed. It's your time that's running out. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out. Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. The same can be said. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever. For every traitor, and they promptly will be. You'll note that all the brightest, but the Arbiters, they've quite out, so you say.
The evidence is all around us. Reconstitution doesn't work. This colony would be unrecognizable, and not in a good way.
I am the chosen ship. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us. I will not be lectured by an Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims. Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the first bishop. She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar.
The matriarch foresaw many things. It is humbling. And it appears, what do you mean, steered wrongly? If Reuben was not carrying out her wishes as intended, then the Protectorate is... But regardless of how I may have... You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have? And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only claim. If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written, we are losing. It is better that we perish together, as even through it. No. There may yet be other ways to save my What? It seems we have a problem. The rift has... Destruction of Arcadia is imminent. Architect, help us. There is. Though, given your tenacity in preventing bloodshed, a chance yet remains. We must bring the modulator as close to the rift as possible. However...
Looks like you're about to get everything you wanted. Condolences. I'm sure they'll build the next...
I'm not surprised your arrogance put us in this position. Even less surprised that you're now looking around, asking who will...
Let me be clear. I am not placing this burden upon your shoulders. I will give you time to vacate the ship. When you are clear, I will fly it into the rift. Think what you wish of me, but...
I will accompany him, and ensure all goes as planned. It's only right that I complete the very mission I came here for. Your goal here is the same as mine.
Now go. Make what's left of your existence count.
Ahora soy una nave y tita...
Only someone such as yourself could
¿Tita
just
qué y
do a
los demás?
grave matter
¿Qué?
of life and death.
So again, when the Consul was faced with the undeniable errors in his logic, he chose to save Arcadia by closing the rift himself. He died hoping his sacrifice might make up for the disastrous decisions he had made. Thanks to the Commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox Station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's choice. For his outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milverstreet was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wiley's dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wiley fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the commander of the Incognito faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more Valkyrie units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new Val units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Inez, along with Ethel Tinsley and Dr. Rasmussen, in Auntie's Experimental Operations Division, combined their drafting experience to aid the injured as best they could. Yet they quickly ran low on resources. With Willard Conan having been demoted, Inez realized she had no VP to turn to who might consider supporting such a costly and unprofitable endeavor. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. Freed from her rift obsession thanks to the intervention of her commander, Azza tapped her long-suppressed scientific aptitude and joined the Order as an archivist. Her homicidal intensity served her well during peer review. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's Choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign Varric was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. With Azza's guidance, the Glorious Dawn's fanatical theology was channeled into helping humanity strive for perfection under the guise of being worthy to join with the Rifts. The Dawn's faithful grew dramatically, as did the average colonist's life expectancy. The Rift compromise between the Order and Auntie's Choice led to prioritized assistance for the colonies that agreed to favorable trading terms. The so-called Auntie's Loyalty Program tripled the corporation's net worth. Meanwhile, the Order was able to sermonize their version of scientism alongside Auntie's marketing and PR onslaught, at least to colonies in Auntie's loyalty program. Many outside died because their rifts weren't closed in time. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
Hey, congrats on reaching the ending.
Me lo pasé.
Well, plenty more where that came from. How about another go? Additional playthroughs don't cost nothing. Yet.
Cheers.
Geatrum says, Cypher
Somewhere
Tanbai.
away.